there, welcome to Createful Art. Today I'm going to show you how to paint a lake in the Cascade Mountains. If you look behind me, we're at the Cascades in Washington, so let's paint it. What we're going to do is we're going to first lay down our brightest color. So that's our yellow. Okay, we're going to get that down. We're just going to be really free with it. Cover the whole canvas. Now what this is going to do is going to really brighten up the painting. Right now you can add in your other bright color, which is your red. And so what we're going to do is we're going to have movement going this way and movement going this way because it's a reflection in the water. So I'm just going to come in here with my red, come out here, and do the same thing up here with just a little of my red. So whatever I do up here has to come down here. And it can be a little stronger on either one. Okay, doesn't matter. I'm gonna have it reach to the side there. I'm gonna move to, you see these lines right here? I'm gonna move to my round brush and that's gonna get rid of those. This isn't called a round brush, it's called a filbert brush, but it has a round tip on the end. It's gonna soften those lines. Okay, right now I'm coming in with some pink. Everything's feeling pretty warm, isn't it? These are all warm colors. And I'm putting those on the outside of the red. Okay, just some outside of the red here. Ooh, that's really strong right there. I just got a lot on my brush. Look at how warm this feels. Doesn't that feel warm? Okay, I taught my Createful Art members a lesson about how to use warm and cool colors. If you want to go and get that lesson, go ahead and click right here to become a Createful Art member on Patreon. Okay, now we're going to tone these colors down, okay? But first, we need to let this dry. Now we're going to add in some of the grays and blues, the cool colors. So I'm just going to grab my bluish gray here. And I'm going to come through here and see how that cools it down. Okay. And I'm going to grab my gray because I don't want all of the color to be the same. Okay. And you have to do the same thing right here. So above this yellow blotch, you're going to come through here. Just toning that color down, and then I'm going to come right above, right here. And you're going to have some mountain in here, so right through here. So I just make the opposite shape that I made down there. Okay, grab some of my cooler blue. Just gonna add that right there. That's it. Okay, let me add this one right here. Got to add that same shape. Just gonna bring it over. Soften that in there. Okay, so the only color we're missing right now is the lighter color and then the dark coming from the edges. But we're gonna let this dry, okay? So we can keep these colors nice and bright. Now for the mountains, I'm going to grab my black and a little bit of my blue here and a little of my red to make it a purple. Okay, and remember that everything right now is on the warm side. So because I added red, I'm making this color a little bit more on the warm side, okay? So now I'm gonna go and I'm looking at my picture, and if you want the reference photo to help you with this, go ahead and click right here to become a Createful Art member. And I'm just gonna follow what it looks like. Dips down. Okay, and just add enough water to your brush that it doesn't skip the color. Sinks right in. down. Okay, and then this mountain comes up. This is part of the Cascades. This one's called South Sister. Okay, and it's gonna mix with those colors underneath. That's okay. Just let it do that. And it comes down. Okay. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a lighter gray and pull up through here. Okay. Now, this same exact shape you have to make down here, okay? So I'm gonna leave a streak of yellow, just this little streak of yellow. Okay, and I'm going to copy the shape, so I need that purplish yellow right through here, and just copy that going this other direction, okay? So it's okay if we have a little different. Okay. I'm going to darken this edge a little bit, adding a little more black, because the reflection is quite close to the colors of the real mountain up there. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm grabbing my flat brush. It's like this, and I'm taking my white, right? And I'm going to add a little bit of the pink to make it a warm color, and a little bit of the yellow. Okay, and it appears like it's snowy white up there, but really it's got some colors. And I'm just going to really quickly add in some white. Okay, and it just shapes this mountain a little bit. Okay, and I'm going to make sure I have that same shape right here through here. So I'm just gonna curl this, come back through here, and some white through here. It doesn't matter. It's foggy. Soften that. Some water and some light gray. Okay. Notice how I'm still leaving that streak of yellow, because I need that brightness in just a minute. Okay, soften that. You'll want your small flat brush for this, and you're going to grab your black because those trees are silhouetted. So I'm just going to go through here, and I'm making trees by going up and down with my brush. Okay, and I'll let some be really tall, and I'll skirty over. See how I do that? And then I just kind of squiggly my lines like that. Okay? That's such an easy way to do trees. There's a tall tree right here that kind of is fun where it's at, and one right here that's a little thicker. So I'll put those in, and then everything else can just be random, skirty. Okay, I'll even keep that right there because the fog's creeping through the trees. And if that didn't happen for yours, it's okay. Alright, and these go up high, kind of tall, a little more separated. Right through here. Okay? Now, only a few of these trees right through here are visible down here in the water because there's a whole bunch of fog. And it's just these ones, so there's a little bit, you can see this one. I'm gonna create that one and let these kind of go off in the distance. And these ones right here, you're just gonna follow what you did up there. Okay, you can add a little bit of black over here, but so now we get to create that fog. Now to create the fog, I take all the color off my brush and I'm going to soften these lines down here by moving in a circular motion. And it's going to pull off the black paint and leave that yellow down below. And for now, this is going to appear like fog. Okay. Then we'll put a little bit of the gray over it. So I keep taking my brush and wiping off the excess paint and going back. Now you do the same thing down here. Pull it off. Blend it up. Now you can take your white, and I like to get a different brush for this, a rounded brush, and I'm adding that color, and it's going to mix with my gray anyways, so if you find you need to grab a little more white, then that's fine. Okay. And you're going to scrub that down below into your yellow, but don't cover all of your yellow. That yellow undertone will show, but you want to leave a little bit of it. Okay, find you need some more of the pink color, go ahead and grab that. Okay, and what you're doing is you're softening the tree line into the yellow line. Alright, that's what you're doing. You're going to do the same thing over here. Okay, and I just added a whole bunch of water to my brush. It creates this glaze. Okay, and then I soften that up. Right? See how it looks a lot like fog now. Now we're off to finish the sky, okay? So I'm going to grab my gray. I'm going to come in here and just kind of settle down some of these areas. Okay? See how it settles that down? And I forgot to add pink up here, and that's another thing you can do in this step, is just figure out what you did, what you haven't done when you copied. That's all right. See how I just moved that? And then I can just move this right here. Add a little white. Okay, and I'm going to cool down this color right through here. Remember how I did that? Cool it down over here with a little bit of light blue. Doesn't that give you the reprieve you need? Like, oh, a lot of warm things going on here. Need some light colors too. And I'm going to bring in this, some dark sky. I'm going to do that here too so that yellow can stand out. Okay, and then always, you know, kind of bring some across. This is water. Looks just a little bit different. Just make sure you don't go too much. So I'm just going through and softening the
the ocean a little bit. This is just personal preference, just going side to side, just because I know that this is going to be softened and have more ripples and things through it. It's a pretty still scene, yet it's still along the Cascades, you know. So you can even go into those mountains just a little bit, some of the water. Make it look more like a reflection. Okay, and sign your work and you are done.
Thank you for watching and creating with me today. If you want to get more of these videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell next to it. I want to give a shout out to my Createful Art members who help make these videos possible. YouTube can become a member. You can go ahead and click right here and get weekly art lessons from me. And go ahead and click right over here to watch more of my videos. I'll see you in my next video where we create more.